downtown. I'm trying to look for a humidifier, believe it or not, in the middle of the summer, because today it was 28% humidity and my nose is very unhappy. Anyway, I then walked down to Syntagma because I couldn't find it at the store that I went to. Couldn't find it down here either, but we are making progress in the square, and it does now look different, so I'll show you. And it was slightly delayed, not surprising, but that's because they found archaeological stuff, of course. This is the side towards the Cosmote, so as you can see, it looks very different. And there's no way to drive down onto Urmu anymore. They've got all these bollards up. In fact, the little tourist train, I saw it parked here. And then all of this is obviously different, and the seating for Starbucks is gone, so I'm not sure how that's gonna play out. Obviously it looks like they're gonna have seating here for like the McDonald's and the Everest, so maybe the Starbucks will get incorporated into that, and the ground is different as well. And like for a while this was just gross, so this is an improvement over what it was, you know, briefly. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in these concrete things here. Are they on the other side? Yes, they're not quite finished yet, but they're on the other side. So that's where we're at, people. They're saying now September 15th, and it's July 27th, so I'll be back down here, as you know, to check on it. Okay, it's another time to eat out, and I am going to a place called Digigas Salad, which in English is the cicada and the ant. It's based on a fable. Anyway, they have several locations in Athens. It's sort of a local chain, but not really a chain restaurant. Everything is homemade. I'm going to the one in Syntagma, and it's just down from the square. It's like 2 or 3 blocks. Really amazing food, and some of the best wine that I've had in Athens has been at this restaurant. Actually made quite a bit of progress even in the last couple of days since I was here, because that wasn't finished yet, and I don't think these benches were done yet. It really, other than like it's new, it doesn't feel a whole heck of a lot different. You know, it's a little cleaner, a little more organized, but that's really about it. I was hoping for more trees. These are really sad. Let's see if it gets any better as we get closer to September 15th. My friend and I decided to order the Digigas salad, and then we got fried cheese, and it looked like it had some kind of ham on it. I didn't eat the ham, my friend did. I'm sure it was amazing. And of course, as most of you know, I really love zucchini balls, and they have some of the best in town, and we got those as well. And it was served a little bit differently this time in a really more artful way. It was all very good. A lot of people have been asking me when I'm going to put stuff on the walls in this apartment and do more. Well, it just hasn't been a priority for me because I'd rather travel, but I did finally buy some more plants. I bought this beautiful monstera. I have named him Murray. I like to name my plants. Anyway, so Murray is adjusting to being an indoor house plant. He was at a store where he would spend half his time outside before he would go in for the evening. And he's made me very happy because I get to look at him all day while I'm working. I'll go show you the other ones too. I also got a tiny succulent for beside my bed. These are pretty hard to kill and they're easy to take care of. They don't really take a whole lot of water. But I've been having lots of trouble with the heat causing severe dryness in my apartment. So they said that plants help. So I needed one right next to me. And I also got a basil plant. It needs a lot of work though because I let it get too full. And so I've been slowly removing some of the leaves from it. However, I'm trying not to stress it out too much. And the lady had said at the store to water it every day, and I didn't do it last night because it didn't feel like it needed. Well, I woke up, it was all wilty, and I watered it, perked it back up, and now it looks wilty again. So I'm about to leave, so I think I will water him before I go. My other plant that's out there that it probably in the video looks like nothing is getting a new sprout, but it's a snake plant and they take forever to grow. So anyway, I'm planning on getting more plants this week because they have made me very happy. Well, I'm going out again, sort of. I'm going down to near Monasterok. I'm going down to near the Central Market to meet someone who needs some help. And if I get her permission, I will explain what happened to her. I'm not sure yet. I haven't asked her. But I haven't been down in this area in ages because I've mainly just been going down to Sigtagma and that's it. So this will be a nice sort of get out of the house evening. And it's not extremely hot this evening. So that's also really nice. So I'm down over here in the Central Market area, and all of the stalls, I haven't been down here in forever, as I said, all the stalls got painted and wow. It's like, okay, this side didn't, just this side. That's interesting. And I've actually never been down here when none of the food vendors have been open, so this is kind of interesting. Ah, I see kittens. Let's see. Oh! Flying kittens, no less. Oh, look at the baby. Oh, they're very feral. They hissed at me. So my friend did say that I could share with you guys what happened to her. We're still trying to figure out some solutions to her problems, but she flew into Thessaloniki. She took the Express 1 bus from the airport to her hostel, and she was pickpocketed. They got her wallet with all of her credit cards and unfortunately her passport. So she's getting her passport replaced, hopefully this week, and that's why she had to come to Athens. But she has no way to get cash. So that's where I've stepped in. So she's sending me money, and then I'm going to go get money out of the ATM for her so she can at least function until she has to move on to the next place. So anyway, so that's just sort of a warning, because I know it's sometimes bad here in Athens on the metro, but apparently the bus in Thessaloniki is also a problem. Hey guys, it's finally Friday for me. And after I went to go help that person, I've really just been working nonstop, but I wanted to give you a little update. My friend was able to get a replacement passport at the UK embassy within like a day. I know that she applied for the passport in the morning online. You can do it for the UK, you can do an emergency passport application online, and then they tell you when to come and pick it up. And she went ahead and came to Athens. She's like, well, I have to come here eventually, so I might as well come. She got an email from the embassy saying, we've received your application and we'll let you know when you can pick it up, which we thought was a good sign. And then I heard from her the next day, and she had the passport in hand and she was going to the airport. So everything worked out, so that's good. But because it's been a long week for me, I am going to go out for dinner. Sometimes I cook, sometimes I order in. Okay, not sometimes, I order in a lot. But I was like, you know what, I really should get out of the house. And the wind that was happening this week has sort of stopped. And I just went out on my balcony. It's not so hot now. So I'm gonna take my book and go to my little local cafe and have dinner and read and relax. Forgive me, I already took a bite, but I got little mini burgers. I was craving a burger, and everywhere that I ordered online, it did not sound good. The place that I used to always order burgers from stopped, I don't know, they closed or they stopped delivering, I don't know. But and my beer, of course. And I've had one bite, really good. That I have lived here for almost 3 years now, and I have never been to the Archaeological Museum. So I decided that today was a good day to come. It's getting very quiet here in Athens, so it's nice to get out of my house and go do something in Athens rather than just run errands all the time. and it's quite large, so let's see how much I can get through today. Okay, so the objects are stunning. And look at this dagger. It's amazing. Almost everything in this cabinet was on a piece of clothing at one point, I think. Can you imagine? Like, all this gold, how heavy would that be? How stunning. Okay, I've only made it like 10 feet inside and there's so much to see. It's amazing. I mean, this is going to be a thing that I'm going to have to come back multiple times to be able to see everything. Everybody always says it's really amazing, but I just haven't made it up here, so... Ooh, what's that? 33 at the case from a grave. Wow. So this section is from the Acropolis of Tiryns, or in English, Tiryns, which is the fort outside of Napoli that you pass on the way in. So that's interesting. I wish I'd been able to go there, but I didn't have a car. Some of these bronze statues remind me of the one at the museum in Delphi. This one has eyes like that one too, kind of looking at you. Down to go to the toilet because it's down here in this area where the cafe is, they told me, but there's this beautiful little garden here, and there's even some pieces to see down here. This is the Antikythera Mechanism, which is probably the most famous thing that they have here, found in 1900 off a shipwreck, and it has gears and it's just very elaborate. And if you can see, I'm not sure if you can because of the lighting they have on it, there's like little marks even like where you would measure something, and there's writing as well. So they have a whole exhibition on not just this, but then behind me is information about the wreck as well and how they think that the mechanism functioned. It's actually much smaller than I realized. I thought it was like the size of a dinner plate, and it's not, it's tiny. I finally made it up to the second floor, and this room is just vases. Some of them small, and some of them are very large. I've been here for an hour, and I've just now made it to the second floor. There's just so much to see and so much to look at and read, but I'm doing what I can. This section is some of the finds from Antikythera in Santorini, which is really amazing since I have been there twice and walked around. It's nice to see some of the things that they found there. Not surprising, but highly recommend that. Do allow yourself enough time though. The second floor is mostly a collection of vases. So after I saw about 10 minutes worth, I was like, okay, I've seen enough. I mean, I walked through the whole floor, but I didn't stop and read everything like I had done on the first floor. There is a small room upstairs about, like I said, what they found at Santorini. It's definitely worth checking out. They have some of the wall frescoes that they took from there, the ones that were still intact, and those are amazing. I will say that it is a little bit crowded, not super crowded, but a lot of cruise ship passengers, I could see they all have their little stickers on. It's 12 euros to get in, so probably the priciest museum so far that I've been here in Athens. I haven't been to all of them, so I don't know. For what you're getting, I think it's totally worth it. So check this place out for sure. Totally worth it. And nice and cool inside, but not freezing. So if you're looking to escape the heat in Athens in the summer, it's a good place to come. see lots and lots of places are either already closed or are going to be closing, and I'm not surprised. It's August 7th. So it looked like a lot of places either closed today or will be closed tomorrow, so it's only going to get quieter and quieter here, which in some ways is really, really nice because it's a lot easier to go out to eat, and it's also a lot easier. Sorry, I got distracted because I saw another closed sign. It's just nice because like the subway is less crowded, everything is just less crowded, which for people who live here in the summer and don't go away in August like me, it makes it a little more enjoyable. Because the one thing is if you have to be in Athens in August, is that it should be empty. In fact, I went shopping on Irmu yesterday, and almost every word I heard spoken was French. Not English, not Greek, just French. So just lots of and actually at the museum, lots of Australian tourists, which I found interesting because I don't hear them a lot. Like, I don't hear that accent a lot. And now I am going to go have dinner with some people I haven't met before. They belong to a women's group that I belong to on Facebook, and one of them is from Texas. So we're gonna go have tacos. Well, because it's August, the person I met went to the place and they're closed. So she sent me an address of another place, so I don't know if I'm having tacos anymore, which is kind of disappointing because they looked really good online. Okay, so I did end up getting tacos. We found a place that was finally open. We went to 2 places before we found this place, and this is called Agavitas. I don't know. We're near the mango, if that's helpful. We have now come up to Irmu 18 to have a cocktail and to watch the stunning sunset, and of course get views of the Acropolis over there. And I ordered a gin and tonic because, you know, what else should you have in the summer? Hasn't come yet though. This is my very refreshing gin and tonic, which I've already had a sip of, and yes, it's very good. I just wish it had cucumber and not a lime. Then it would be even better. Look at this. It's a brownie, but it's like giant and has ice cream. It even has a real flower on it. It looks amazing, and it smells amazing. Well, that was not a late night, because obviously it's Sunday, and I need to not stay out till all hours. I also got up really early this morning, because I had to work. For a Sunday, I mean, I got up early. Anyway, I cannot recommend the taco place, unfortunately. They looked really good, but the taste was not that great. And my friend that I met had ordered shrimp tacos, and she said that the shrimp was overcooked. I think they were frozen and then they overcooked them, so they're all rubbery. If you liked this glimpse of my life and mini travels around Athens, I hope you'll consider subscribing. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.